Nioh 3 has two completely different combat styles, Samurai and Ninja. On top of that, both forms have their own range of weapons, all of which have unique skill trees. It's easy to get overwhelmed by all the choices, so we put together a list of 10 skills to get first. We're including mostly general skills that are suited to any Samurai or Ninja build, plus one weapon-specific choice for each to help you get a feel for their different playstyles. Before we give you the list of skills to unlock, you've got to know how to actually do that. Nioh 3 has two items that function as skill points, Samurai Locks and Ninja Locks, as in locks of hair. You will naturally acquire a ton of these as you play the game. Common methods include completing quests, shooting down Chijiko, and finding them inside treasure chests. You won't be hurting for locks, and once you have them, you can simply open up the Acquire Martial Arts/Ninjutsu menu and spend them at any time. You'll see a wide range of options, and if you don't like our recommendations here, no worries. You can respec these skill trees at any time from the same menu. Starting with Samurai, the first skill you should grab is a no-brainer, Deflect. Samurai are meant to plant their feet and defend against attacks, and deflecting opens up a whole new world of counters. You'll still need to use style bursts if you want to counter special red attacks, but the standard deflect works against everything else. Just before getting hit, tap the block button instead of holding it. You'll know you did it right when you see a yellow flash and hear a signature clang. And, when you don't get hurt. As a bonus, every deflection restores some ki, increases your arts gauge, and gives you some ninjutsu points for ninja form. It's a win-win all around. Next, you have to have the high and low stances, which need to be unlocked one at a time. Stances have been a part of the Nioh formula since day one, and they completely change the way you move. The standard mid stance is the middle ground of attacking, blocking, and dodging. Low stance lets you attack and dodge faster, but with a greater ki cost to block. High stance, however, is all about attacking. You hit harder, but slower, and your dodge is slower too. Additionally, many flashier skills are only unlockable once you have high and low stance, since they only work when you're in that mode. Don't miss out. The Ki Pulse is a mandatory move in Nioh 3, and you can give it a big boost by unlocking Flux. Instead of just pressing the Ki button to regain some of your energy after an attack, you can switch to a different stance at the same time to regain even more Ki. Upgrade to Flux 2, and that amount you get back increases even further. Getting caught without Ki is a death sentence in most battles, so the need for this skill is obvious. Even better, if you balance this ability correctly with your regular attack pattern, it's possible to keep your Ki topped off at all times. Speaking of Ki, the next skill we recommend is Sword Ki. As the name implies, this skill is specifically tied to the Samurai sword weapon type, so you will need to be using one to get any benefit from it. That said, the Samurai Katana is one of the most well-rounded of the starting weapons, so it's a great choice if you're just starting out. Most of the time, you'll be fighting a single target with your sword, but with Sword Ki, you have the option to knock a group of enemies back if they get too close. By holding heavy attack, you'll release a burst of energy in your immediate vicinity. Sword Ki only works when you're in high stance, and since those attacks can be a little more reckless, it's even more important to get groups of enemies off your back. Now it's ninja time. Your second combat form plays completely different from the Samurai, to the point where you need to rethink how you manage your ki. That's why we recommend grabbing Evade first. Think of this skill like a perfect dodge. When you avoid regular attacks at the last moment, you'll see that special yellow flash again. This not only restores your ki, but it also gives you some ninjutsu points as well. On top of all that, you can dodge right away after evading the attack, and even chain perfect dodges together if you match the enemy's attack rhythm. Ninjas by default don't restore ki with their mist or dodge skills, so unlocking evade right away is crucial to keeping this highly mobile combat style moving. Next up, Gunpowder Bomb, which lets you lob an explosive from a distance. It's an important tool in any ninja's arsenal for two reasons. One, it does fire damage, so it's a great way to inflict the burn status effect on an enemy that may be weak to it. Two, it also does splash damage, which is a rare thing in Nioh 3. Combine this with the starting ability Uncanny Flame, and you'll be setting yokai on fire from a safe distance right out of the gate. The enemy is always on the move too, and that's why our next pick is the Caltrops ninjutsu. It seems like a simple thing, allowing you to scatter spikes on the ground for enemies to walk over. Not only does that do damage, but it also reduces their speed. Plus, there will be many moments in combat where it's best to wait a beat and let the enemy approach you. Caltrops give you a little edge by poking at them before they actually reach you. Try it for some extra chip damage against the beefier enemies, and you'll feel the difference. If you're trying to attack an enemy mob, then Trembling Earth is the next skill you should get. Much like Sword Key from earlier, this unleashes a burst of energy that staggers the enemies around you. Even better, you can use it in midair, so if you're looking to dive bomb a target or two, you can totally do that. For the last general ninja skill, we recommend unlocking Midair Dodge. You'll need to grab Footstool Jump first along the same branch of the skill tree, but it's worth it. Midair Dodge is exactly what it sounds like. You can hit the dodge button in the air to avoid attacks. Now, here's where it all starts coming together. Evade also applies to Midair Dodge. You can give yourself some ki by avoiding thrown rocks and other aerial attacks with the right timing. From there, you can continue slashing in the sky or drop down with a Trembling Earth combo. Either way, you've just made yourself a lot less vulnerable in the air. To keep the focus on evasion and counters, our final ninja skill pick is Drifting Counter. This is only usable with the dual ninja swords, but that's a very good place to start when you're using this style. By holding back and heavy attack, you'll assume a ready stance. Then when the enemy attacks you, you'll automatically parry and move behind them, which is a great place to be in ninja style. Backstab damage is much higher in this form. This is also a great alternative to the more active counters or dodges we talked about earlier. If you're not confident in the timing with those, you can lean on Drifting Counter in the meantime. No matter what weapon you're wielding, you'll make yourself a lot more formidable for Nioh 3's many yokai with these skill picks. There are legions of them to take down. So for more combat tips, as well as specific boss strategies, keep it locked at IGN.